Hello everyone. Hello Rudy and hello everyone else. Welcome into some more Final Fantasy XIV. So I resubbed so that I continue on with this main quest, so we can finish it off. And I'm assuming that this sub is also going to run me through the next patch as well, which is coming up. I don't really know much about the patch because obviously, like, it's spoilers. So but I think it is coming like mid next month. I heard some rumblings at some point, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we are here to continue on with the story so that we can finish it off. And hold on. My camera is for some reason not cameraing. We left off at the end of this part of the MSQ. So we were just done with this area, and now the next thing to do was basically to head off back into Bukapacha and meet the giants. So that's what we'll do. History's Keepers. So I'm pretty sure this starts at level 93 now. Unless we've been at level 93 for a while. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, let's jump in. The road beckons, friends. Let's be on our way to the Hyok Yuri. Then it's back to where the path through the mountains begins. You remember the spot where you were tricked into walking off with Bob Kesa? It's good to rub my face in it like that, eh? I wonder if he's raising my hackles on purpose though. You know, trying to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. Oh yeah, got the crafting quest over here. I got half of my crafters up to 100 now. It's gonna be a lot easier to get the well, it's particularly in mine that botanist up to 100 when unlocking a couple of new zones here to have access to more collectibles. But the Disciples of the Hand, I've been just buying out the market board basically for the materials here, so that's fine. No, this way. I am interested to see what these giants are all about. I think this is gonna finish this area here. Mapping the realm. I couldn't leave without letting Redrock know what happened, so I stopped in Earthen Shrine to say a few words before moving on. And now Erenvil's nowhere to be seen? Couldn't he wait a few more moments? So much for giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come on, let's catch up. I want to give that smug leaner a piece of my mind. Now Erenvil's kidnapped? We don't actually go there yet? I worried Vuklamat would agonize over the loss of a keystone, but it Seems I had nothing to be concerned about. Onwards and upwards then. Pacha. Oh. No preference. I don't remember it ever asking me before which instance do I want to be in. As I'm sure you've noticed, the air grows thin at this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths, drink plenty of water. A few more steps and we'll be in Warlord's Echo. So, one thing I'm still a bit confused about is the fact that everybody seems to be... oh, I'm Pictomancer. I don't think I can finish this quest as Pictomancer because I'm level 90. I'm gonna switch back to White Mage over here. But yeah, so everybody seems to kind of be of the mind that no one has seen the giants in a long while, and the giants don't really interact with anyone. But they don't seem to be like a legend or anything. They seem to be actually... like everybody knows that they are real, and also, but yeah, nobody has seen them, but they all seem to be very aware of where they are, though. So that's a bit of a weird combo, in my opinion. Like, are you one of them? Like, they're right here. We've got an alpaca keep here and everything. So, I don't know why there's such, like, legend surrounding them. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe. Tuned. I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So this is the place from the Lay of Proof, where Papa met with the Yokui. And that must be them. I don't think I've ever actually seen one outside of a picture. So it is for most Durali, the giants rarely visit the lowlands. Here in the mountain fastness they tend to the solemn duty they pledged to undertake in the pact with the Dawn Servant. To watch over the Tural Vidral, Valigar Manda, and maintain his prison within their temple. Ah yes, Wuklamat told us about the Tural Vidral, creatures that live for far longer than normal and awaken to stranger powers. Indeed. Yet even among those anomalies, Valigar Manda is unrivaled in strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you learned in the Lay of Ice, it was Gulol Jaja who at last managed to imprison the beast, and it has laid dormant in the temple ever since. It's said the building still bears a gaping hole in its ceiling from when Valigar Manda was lured inside by Gulol Jaja's final ploy. I'd like to see this strongest of all Tural Vidral. I wonder what it was like to fight it. Warlord's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and the Lay of Ice took place. Does this not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time? That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flush out Bakul Jaja first so I can beat my keystone out of him. Identifying the Dawn Servant's Elector should be our priority, or let's find the thieving cheat. Let's find the Elector. I suppose we do still have 4 keystones to earn, and no matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector. Then I suggest we pay a visit to Karyorza the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me that High Luminary Gurfurur is to be found there. If we are to ask someone for information, then he seems a wise choice. I just realized that sometimes these independent merchants just happen to have some like songs or something on them. I should check the other ones in this and the previous area. Sometimes they are hiding clever stuff. Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuklamat, 3rd province of Tuliolal, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak with Gufolo? The High Luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may enter. Ah, that was easier than expected. In we go then. Voiced cutscene. I have no choice. Oh, there we go. Gods, is that... It's not... Is that an unvoiced cutscene? Aye. Valigamanda. So I wonder if this is a trial or... if it is... I mean, it would still be a trial, but I was thinking, could it even be just like the final trial of her? Because I'm imagining we don't do it right now, but instead come back. Who knows? Welcome. High Luminary Gufolo. He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zermerur. This is the Skyro in Valigamanda. It is the Tural Vidral whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Valigamanda's tempestuous power. When the Sky Rune descended upon Orkapacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Gulol Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. Their titanic battle with Valigamanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the head of reason concoct a desperate plan. Gulol Jaja tricked the Sky Rune into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Tural Vidral to encase itself in frozen ether. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? That same question looms large in our minds, for the magic sustaining this prison grow weaker with each passing year. Valigarmanda commands power of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valigarmanda. Setting future worries aside, you are come to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen lector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with the instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to scour our forbidding mountains and find the waiting Gurfala. That is to be your challenge. Ah, so the search itself is the feat. You've already spoken with my brothers, I take it? I have. The expeditions are underway. Then we'd better pick up the pace. Aye, but we'll need the direction to search in first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. Bye, I guess. Gods, Valigarmanda is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him, but it's incredible he could hold his own against a thing. Should its prison ever fail though, we can't expect the old god to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day. Oh, got a lot of food. I'm just gonna take some money. The feat of proof. As we've just been informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek the High Luminary Gurfala somewhere up these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yokyui from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to divine Gurfala's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words. Such is my theory anyway. Let us see what we can discover. Hello, Yorgorvor. The High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Now let me ask you a question. That's Brawl who came out of the temple earlier. Was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed, the mighty Kulor Jar Jar? Too small. What a trial. From what I've seen of them so far, the Yokyui seem a gentle, reserved people. Yeah, the question is like, why did they stop what they had done before? Asking at the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He's a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carved for once, he affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you are curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof, to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Like at this point, right away, it doesn't, the like history of the giants doesn't make sense. But I'm sure it gets explained here as we go. Tuliolan? No, you are from farther away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He's warder of the Skyruin, but also keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. So we need to go to the graveyard. Oops. Ah! No! Nope. This is a challenge. This is a true challenge. Trying to get through this shortcut here. Wait a second. Oh, she's reading runes. I was like, why is Alisaie just staring at a wall? This wall is covered in Yokui writing. I wonder what it says. Mm-hmm. You sure are contributing to the team there, Alisaie. Good job. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definite location for the High Luminary? As expected. What then of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction? I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfalo is also charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Okui's sepulchres appear to hold a special significance in their culture. But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter in the burial grounds? Proof, you say? And he encouraged you to visit this place yourself? Then let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfalo there, it will give us the chance to learn more about the Yokui. The gravesite is somewhere northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a start, shall we? Kryl is left all alone here. The others have gone ahead to prove, following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we are all moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Arenville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Nighttime began just now. Is that proof? What is that? See, Alisaie was over there. Oh yeah, I guess I was supposed to follow the path. Not just go straight in the direction where the map marker is pointing. But you know, that's the power of the echo. Hot. Take a look at this crater. There is no wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Valigamanda's rampage, as told by the saga. The Skyrune's fires are described as eternal, flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it a literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wuklamat. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading the right way. What's this place then? Shades of Grief. Ooh. A Yokyui Vigil Keeper. I mean, they do seem to basically just be like this pretty classic... oh, hey, we got the Burricks from Thief. But yeah, they seem to be this fairly classic type of like ancient civilization that has, for some reason, given up on everything. Two more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop killing me. Oh, wait a minute. I was pressing the wrong button. I tried to do Glare 4 and I was doing Dia. There we go. Some nuts. I do need to go and refresh those hunt bills as well. Oh, hello there, ether current. Patient Gravekeeper. Heh, Wuklamat wins again. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Goofalo? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepulchres to those who came in search of him. Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. This is why we build our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me, even now. Up there stands my own sepulchre. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs, in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death? Continue along the path to the indelible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answer to your questions. Then that's what we'll do. Your traditions are fascinating and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so will I remain in your hearts too. Bye. Who dat? Hualepen. Okay. Sorrow. Hello. A fellow we met at Proof suggested that we come here. Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As a chronicler of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of the murals from generation to generation. They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history. They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we would love to hear all about it.
Warning. We are being raided by I am Zodiark.
Then I will begin. Zessel, hello! Welcome in, raiders. How was your stream? We are here just learning about some giant history in Final Fantasy XIV. I just started Dawntrail like this week, as with the free logging campaign. I got to jump into it, so we're just kind of getting started. We are at level 93 over here, so well, it's already been like 10 hours of story or something, but you know, anyways, we are still quite early on in the, well, yeah, quite early on in the main story here. We'll see where we get today. It was good. Nice. Oh, you were playing some Oracle of Ages. You had played Dawntrail yet? No? Watch out for the spoilies then. But yeah, we are just we're just going through the story over here. But yeah, hope all's good over there. Is it good? Yeah, I think so. I've enjoyed it, at least so far. I don't know if it's like some of the expansions kind of have a stronger start and then they become less strong. But so far it's been good, I think. So far, like, none of the main story has been super like dragging on or anything. I feel like all the main story quests so far, I would say, have been like relevant, you know? Because I feel like in the past there have been situations where you've been forced to do some quite irrelevant stuff, and not even like in the long distant history or anything. Like one part that always comes to my mind is in in Shadowbringers, when you have to do the whole thing with the miners in the desert. That's like, because it's like one of those quest chains that happens towards the end of the expansion, and it happens between like two exciting points. The story is like picking up a lot of steam there, and then suddenly you're just like, okay, let's fix this minecart and spend 10 quests doing this over here. So I'm hoping none of that happens here, but so far it hasn't. So that's all good. But yeah, anyways, let's continue listening to the story. Oh well, we'll start the story. Then I will begin. This first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago. An age of great prosperity for the Yokui. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Yggdrasil under their dominion. So even this part is actually something that I'm a little surprised about, because the giants are actually not that giant, in my opinion. So I don't really know how their great feats of construction have been that great compared to the possibilities of everyone else. Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition to Zaktural. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to build a bridge to the northern lands, a grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorgo the Boundless. We still make use of that bridge in Tuliala for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yokui living in Zaktural. What happened to the ones who went north? Look upon this next mural and behold the answer. The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion? A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Zaktural those 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease. Some terrible illness? No virulent plague has or newly risen blight. For the local Tonawata and Chetona, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yokui who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. I've heard of this before. Lacking an inherent resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to diseases a local might shrug off. These events might also have given rise to the practice of cremation, rather than burial, of mortal remains. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Okapacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times when our forebears learned they shared the continent with peoples unalike to us in appearance or custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet as they fought and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Zaktural and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in the place which birthed us. Here in the stones upon which we recorded our days. Here, in this tranquil life, we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes. And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. I'm always glad to learn more about my fellow Turali, how you've lived until now and how you wish to live from now on. Then I believe you are ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Wokor Zormor. I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name. Follow the trail south of here to begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally, we know where we're going. To the top of Wokor Zormor. So again, they are adapting real-world history in a fairly interesting way here. Oh, this way. Oh. But how about I go and just check out the map over here? Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, because it's like the how the Spanish conquistadors brought disease to the Mesoamericans, but they've inverted it in an interesting way where it's actually just like these are the conquerors, and they get defeated themselves by like a disease from elsewhere. Though I'm not really 100% if I buy the idea that, you know, as you can see, these are not really like there's maybe a strait over here or something, but I don't quite buy the idea that there's like such a difference in pathogens around here. Who knows? This thin mountain air is going to be the death of me. What? How long have you been standing there? I was just taking the scenery is all. Come on, we don't want to fall off too far behind Alpha Nord and the others. We get some balls. Flint. Try to not get into a fight with them. Got me. My neighbors, for some reason, or one of the people living in this building, have taken up some sort of drumming as a hobby, which is interesting. And it's not like a drum set or anything. They seem to have one drum that they are beating. You remember how the chronicler was saying that the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace. It occurs to me that if Zoralja is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard that same lesson. I can only hope that it's made him reconsider his own stance on educating people through war. The High Luminary. Voiced cutscene? Finally?
God, that is one tall mountain.
There we go.
And we're supposed to climb it?
Like, that's one criticism I will... But it's again one of the continuing ones for Final Fantasy XIV. This game has never been too good at.
Farther. Komar. Tuliorlu.
Hello?
Rogar.
Do not expect to walk here unchallenged. Tell me, stunned at once, did those short legs bring you all the way from Tuliolol?
He's speaking the old Yokhui tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit.
Thank you.
You are a claimant in this right of succession.
That's right.
Then, if you die, Tuliyola loses a potential ruler.
That's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokhui we've met.
We do not grovel before Gulul, Jar Jar, like those shameless lapdogs. My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Tural's overlords.
The Giants have their own factions too, it seems.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the craven. They turn their gaze from our ancestors, from the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years and more. They are unworthy of bearing our legacy. I will reclaim the glory of our people. And our ascension begins with the death of the third promise.
Stop! I don't want to fight you!
Then die on your knees.
No, thank you.
Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you?
Hello, random bird.
Get down here. Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
That's right!
Boing. Hey, Alphino, I can do that. I'm a white mage.
Why do you help us?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
To what end?
Oh, that's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Wokor Zormor.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Then we climb. Gufurlor is waiting.
Is it dungeon time? It is. We have about the same group as previously. I don't quite remember who we had. I think we had Alphanor and Kryl and Wuklamot, I think. Let's see if there's a group to join. Wait time 8 minutes. Might want to jump in with the NPCs. Yeah, I think so. NPCs. And yeah, I guess there's no choice with the groups here. Oh yeah, I'm healing, so it would be best to go in as a tank, probably, but I don't think I can. Let's see if I'm paladin. Insufficient level, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go in as white mage. Oh well. Oops. Light party. Hello? What are those birds? One or more party members are new to this duty. Knew it. Alizé. I am going to go ahead and just region Lamont and go pick up these next ones. You gotta kind of force your way through with these NPCs, if I remember correctly. Kryl is here, but Lamont is, there we go, coming in slowly. I can't die. Doesn't matter if the others die. I'm not allowed to die. Well, also, preferably, Lamont should not die either. Hello. Can you heal yourself? Let's throw in some emergency heals over here.
No holding back.
He used up all my tricks right there. Yeah, it's taking quite a bit of damage. I mean, she is a warrior, so she should be able to self-heal a fair bit, but I don't know how good the AI is with that. So maybe I shouldn't push for some extra packs here. Alistair is jumping in here, ready to limit break at any moment. The NPCs are not the best teammates always, but it's fine. I don't think it takes that much longer with the NPCs as with players. I don't mean to swift cast, but okay.
Back off.
Not fast enough. Of course, the one advantage with doing this with NPCs is that they definitely know how to follow mechanics. Quite perfectly. This is a good opportunity to learn yourself as well. Oh, we got a big bunny. An egg bunny? What is this thing? What is that? Must be a snow spirit. Not that I've ever seen one. Thanks, Lamont. Very, very cool. Frosting Fracas. We have been frosted. Alright, they got directions here. Oop. What says... Oh, I guess nothing says... Wait. Capture zone mission minions are nice, so those are gonna fire first and then these. No switcheroo. So it's that kind of a thing. I assume those go out first. Cold feet. Okay, they go second. Chili. It says. Slow speed. Pause. Okay, a double up. Okay, hold on. It's gonna freeze these, but no, wait. Alize, help me. No! No, 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 please, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that was too hard. There were too many things to consider. Hold on, let's see that. That was too much. Too much. Snowballs. Which ones appeared first? Oh no. Okay. This first. Zoom. Got it. Easy. Easy peasy. Sandals are striking 660, which is the same as this stuff. Region.
Hold still.
Gotta use up my lilies. Come up, stop dying. Oh, this way. Bloodsuckers. 2 of them. What is the math at currently? It's 310 versus 150. Alright. So basically, at this point, Holy is for situations when there's more than 2 enemies. Zoralta, hello. You caught up since I've been playing too much with my prey. Ah, that was unintended. Goodness. You'll have to find another path. Think of it as an added test of your resourcefulness. Okay. I'm resourceful. Treasure? Suspiciously empty. But no enemies. Some stuff for disenchanting. Necklace of healing. Again, it is the same as what I've already got on me. So next dungeon will actually be newly usable gear. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Wuklamat, I wanted you to actually come all the way over here. I'll do a little bit of spam here. Go out as I go. Gonna give Wuklamat a little bit of extra healing here.
Now I'll show you.
2 slots remain. Hold on, let's do that actually. Have they... Is it my imagination? Have they made lilies appear faster? Somehow it feels like there's faster lilies. Maybe it's just I'm probably imagining it because there was, I don't remember there being any sort of trait or anything. Well, it could also just be like a patch, basic patching. Dia, Flatus, Misery, and Glare gets upgraded over there. So yeah, actually, Holy is gonna lose even more of its potency against less than 3 enemies. Whoa! Well, that was quick. Hello there. It's the bird. That's the bird that attacked the giants. Yes, it doesn't look too pleased to see us. He'll be fine. Wind Unbound. Just some AoE damage. Crystalline Crush. More AoE damage. More AoE damage. Oh. Oh. I died. I realized in hindsight that I was, I believe, stacking with everyone else. But it also seemed like everyone else was stacking with everyone else as well. So, yeah, let's see how that is. Let's set that right away. It seems like we are doing quite a lot of AoE damage here from the very get-go, so... Rock shatters to pieces. Oh, okay, I see what we had. Now I see what we had. I don't know how I missed that whole mechanic. Oh, we were supposed to actually stack in that specific spot. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This is where we died. And I died again because I was too low health. Did you see that? The spell came from the crystals. Thanks, Alizé. Thanks. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I've got it now. I've got it now. It's all fine. All fine. I know how to play now. Maybe. Ooh. The other side this time. Alright, so I'll try to keep us up and healthy. Yeah, so we need to stay here. And then we need to go like this. And there we go. Difficult mechanics. More crystals. Geometry, hello? This is... okay. This is actually a tight boss battle. Even with the NPCs doing like their perfect executions. These aren't like necessarily new mechanics or anything. There's nothing here that shouldn't be stuff I already know. But it is organized in such a way that it is a challenge. Alright, so since the melees are going into melee range, which kind of makes sense, I'm gonna go ahead and stand over here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Easy peasy. Where's the Eye of the Storm? Oh, there isn't one. I just realized we are going like this. Yes. Yes, because that's the opposite of the other one. So you either stack on the stones or off the stones. Slowly being covered in crystal. Being crystallized. I'm just gonna go a little bit extra hard on the healing. Wind and bound, the initial attack again.
Back off!
And again. Another storm. Right, stack on crystals. And then move away. There we go. Easy boss. Easy boss. absolutely no issues with that one. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these. Even though I kind of need a break after that last one. Whew. Oh, Wooklamat, don't die! Don't die, you take that as well. We'll do some extra healing over here. Mega heals on. I'm gonna do a cure. Haven't brought out my Lilybell yet though. Still got a trick up my sleeve. Wooklamat. Don't die. I forget how the NPC rules work. Like, does she... If she goes down, does that count as game over? Because if I do go down, that is automatic game over. Even if I wasn't a healer. Whew. And I do not trust her self-healing at all. Ring of Healing. We're just gonna deal with this group here by itself. Bit of a break before the final battle. Against whatever is at the top here. It might be the giant actually. That could be. You might have to do a trial of a battle. Or it could actually be Raja. Yeah, doesn't quite make like story sense to fight the Raja here right now. There was no like build up for doing battle. Plus, I mean, they also show that the Raja is like way too powerful, so would not be appropriate as a random dungeon boss here, I think. I mean, Holy at the beginning still does have the extra kicker of the stun, so, you know. Holy is healing. Burn some lilies here before the fight. It is the giant. Dawn's Elector.
I am Gulfulur, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Okay. So that's the High Luminary. He's huge. If it's a fight he wants, then let's give it to him. Alright, let's go.
You are worthy to rule.
Heaving Haymaker, gonna hit. Hopefully not here. Nope, hitting everyone. Stone Work. That's a very small AoE for anyone. Some kind of arcane tablet. Powerful magic.
Erupting peaks.
Okay. Nothing too magical about that one.
Chronicles of air. Prepare the hunger of roaring waters. I will take the measure of your resolve.
Sledgehammer. It's a lot of markers right there stacked.
Implacable strength
stacking
of the
markers.
mountain, be mine!
We touching? Oh, yep. It's a damage jump thing. I mean, technically I shouldn't be picking these all up because they should go to DPS, but okay. Okay, I will do it. I will do it. How did I miss that one?
Spirit of my brethren!
Alright, I guess we'll use the big stuff then.
That you should endure my fury.
Yeah, I've endured much greater fury as well. Getting attacked with like Zodiark and stuff.
Regard the cruelty of merciless storms.
And then some random giant thinks they can get at me. Oh, are these classic little storms here? I want to get right here. Need some heals around here. Alizé, where are you? Get healed. Alright, double stonework now. So we're going to want to be like this and then spread. Give us some extra healing over here. And Haymaker's gonna hit everyone. Another haymaker. Make sure everybody stays up and healthy, so I don't need to redo this at this point. Storm phase again. no, 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 no. No, how did that hit me? No. No. Right at the end. Oof. Oof. A major oof.
You are worthy to rule.
Alright, now I know now I know how it goes. Let's put an asylum over here.
Chronicles of it. Return the hunger of roiling waters.
Lattice.
Chronicles of it. Recount the fury of erupting beaks.
What hit me? What the?
I will take the measure of your resolve.
I was not there.
Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine!
Alright, then we'll go pick up some power-ups. Whoa. I think the game is actually being a little laggy on me here because I am missing out on stuff that I'm like walking past.
Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars! That you should endure my fury.
This should do it!
Oh, Christ, and hammer.
Chronicles of Hell, recall the cruelty of merciless storms.
Okay, stay away from the wind. About here. So for some reason I was expecting Diplomat to go to the middle, but of course not. Right, that is the double phase. Tried to get way too close to me. Oh yeah, now it's gonna do Haymaker and then the punchy attack. I'm gonna save up a bit for some extra healing over here with the size. Haymaker, Medica, and Rapture. A bit overkill there, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. It's the other wind. I should actually medic at this point. Give everybody a bit of a heal there. Can't believe I actually died at the very end. By hitting 2 of those. There we go. Oof. Woof. What a dungeon. Would have been faster with just another player or other players. So we got the White Magic Mastery. So Dia, Afflatus Misery, and Glare have all been upgraded. And then there's Enhanced Swiftcast. So Swiftcast has become 40 seconds now. And this one comes for, like, everybody gets this 40-second Swiftcast. I'm not really sure if it really changes much about Swiftcast for White Mage. I think you're still gonna wanna keep it at grazing. I don't really know if you wanna use it for much anything else. Zormor Poncho of Fending. Disenchant that stuff. Arenville, where were you? We needed you in the fight.
Very good, Claimant. Once more, I name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
That explains
You
things.
speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
Where's the zoom in on Kryl? There we go.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
What are you doing here? Hey, you gotta fight the boss now.
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
A boss potion.
Here and now, I think he means.
Bye. I'm gonna have to watch these people fight. They won. Then another one comes.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
They don't even try to show it. Oh, they don't even try to, like... They were like, how are we going to have this giant hand that over? They're not even gonna try.
Free to go.
Also, the same animation as always.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
The whole squad's here.
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenram? The Laminsan explorer? Does this mean he joined Galul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of resolve and reason? Champion of peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zoralja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
You have his love for peace. What else defines your father aside from strength and knowledge? Yeah, you answer it.
What else defines him? Oh, of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
Roar?
What in the hells was that?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Who knew?
Valigarmanda is free.
We need to get back there, now!
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
Boing. Oh, got some panic music going on. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll go and kill Valigarmanda. Probably not. Oh no. Yeah. So, BRB. Alright, let's keep going then. I guess we'll just teleport to Warlord's Echo. Up no. Good, you're back. There's much I would explain, but by the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there were already fallen giants everywhere. Right now, everyone is preoccupied with treating the wounded. Pray catch your breath, then lend a hand where you can. Corpse blue dye, iris purple, blood red. I'm just gonna take the money. Just taking the money. You may now enter Walker's Armor with that party, please. I've not touched the trust stuff. I mean, I have touched it once or twice or something, but I really have not done much of it. I don't really know if there's much to it, honestly, but at some point I should do it. If you're ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from the wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to these people's hurts. But I'm the healer. I feel like this is an once again a moment where they don't acknowledge your role. You, the third promise's protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. The searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Am I speaking to all the same people? Groan. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony. Yet I will live. Leave me. There are others in more dire need of help. Zirboror. Ah, my wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat, it's as if all the moisture has left my body. They really did just reuse the same quest twice in a row. I've done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then? That is well. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Vorpal, or I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to the find Warlord's Echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valigamanda has broken free. Thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Skyruin's prison. Hello, Temple Guard. The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within. Oh, they're back.
What happened?
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
I wonder who. Oh, I'm zoning out in at the worst moment. As usual. I didn't know I still had these
Who
moments.
enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh, and here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vidral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation.
Clever. Clever.
To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vidral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve.
And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
You mustn't!
But I already have.
Rise and rage, little terror.
No.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
They're just all about the chaos. Yappers?
A
Thanks, I saw
messenger
it.
to Tuli Yolor has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
So, what's the plan?
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Vali Yarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the rite of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
As if you had to ask, this is the kind of challenge I live for, or what other choice do we have? This is the kind of challenge I live for.
Drawn to the chaos. You're as bad as Papa. Don't worry, the Sky Ruin should prove a big enough challenge for all of us.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
But
If you resolve to slay Vali Yarmanda, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
I'm still not convinced about Arenville. Like, he just... I feel like he hasn't... There's nothing to
Bellow of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Oop. So, Arenville, any ideas? Oh, the tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Skyruin's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Tural Vidral of extraordinary nature, Vali Yarmanda is still a creature of this world. like you and me. It is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. Floating hand? Now's not the time to be playing with toys. This is no toy, it's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, cleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. You've had that in your pack this whole time? I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valagamanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valagamanda from its decisive imprisonment, Bakul Jaja cast spells which quickened its fire-aspected ether. And the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Valagamanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain: fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we were not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire-aspected ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say, why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Suze, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fire fiend. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Sky Ruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yoku. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valagamanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, it sounds like we all have work to do. We should be on our way as well. An echo of madness. Please specify desired ethereal aspect. Pointing the way. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. Okay. Nope. Missed the jump. Right. The Seeker is ready to go. Waller's echo is still suffused with the Skyrim's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you've chosen to depart, yes. Yes. Let's go. Affirmative, tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. Why are you following the road? Is that what you're following right over there? This fire elemental? You coming over here? Oh. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. A simple request. Let's do glare 4 and just blow it up. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative, tracking nearest source of fire-respected ether. I swear if it's another fire elemental. Seeing one around. Oh, I see them. Source of fire restricted ether located. Tracking disengaged. Frightening enough, but again, not what we were looking for. If you would be so kind. Here we go again. Molten Phobad. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming tracking. No, 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 not again. Wait, is it gonna just point out one of these craters? Ah, another remnant of Alagamanda's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. In the words of the Tuliyola saga, when Valagamanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Skyruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valagaman does. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valagaman the Seether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative, resuming tracking. Sample ethereal signature detected, engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Whoa. Nyum. I guess follow this road-ish. I just had a feeling there's probably a thing around here. Said west. Northwest over here. Little quick jump. Did it just lead us to the other crater? Good, the Seeker was drawn directly to the Skyrune's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Tural Vidral itself. Aravel? I swear. I swear. Can I get up somewhere around here? Yes. Probably. Possibly. Yes. See any green bubbles around here? Oh yeah, there's nothing around. Are we gonna fight it somewhere around here? I think we'd notice if Valagamanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Thanks, Aravel. Thank you for the sage advice. It does not seem like Valagamanda is in here. Although it is in one of the pictures. Is it not? No, wait. No, it's not.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vidral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Stop? Hello.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Okay. You do it then.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warkor Lardor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Nine.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vitral my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
Taking a step forward.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true. consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Excuse me.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Am I going to have to roll up my sleeves? During this quest and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to identify this NPC. Some of these allies roles from those you are normally able to select. Huh? What does that mean? Oh, they're all joining in. A full-on NPC trial. Well, I mean, I'd definitely be interested to see how this goes. This is the first time you've been able to do a whole eight-person trial with NPCs. I think it is. So I guess who would be the one who would switch to a healer then? I wonder. If I jump to like so Alize as a red mage becomes the healer, okay. But I will be healing. I mean let's do it. I'm interested to see what a full-on trial with NPCs is going to be like. Walk all Ardor. But hold on. I am going to... No, wait. I can't switch my glam here. No. I was going to switch over to a different set here, but I'm not going to be able to. Unless I switch to a literally different set. Alright, let's just go. Full party. we found this strangely perfectly rectangular plateau that we somehow got on top of as well. I like how sometimes... Oh, indomitable will. Oh, so I have an extra life in here because of the trial. Interesting. But yeah, sometimes they don't even try to like explain away why you're on a trial arena like this. Most of the time, in fact. This is basically everything is melee range here.
You underestimate me.
Tempestuous wind.
Oh, radiant starlight, become my blade!
Oh, okay. Hello. Nobody told me. Yeah, this is strength. Okay, so that's close. Though the wind is get near and the strength is get away. So fire is get away. Building energies. Oh, I was expecting it to be a straight line. It was a cone. This is the circle. Tank busters. I guess I need to actually do some healing here. Ryanja is actually doing pretty well at healing the whole raid here. Skyrim. Do we gotta... I'm gonna go ahead and just drop some extra. Is this now? Oh, arena change. So you can go up or down. Thunderous breath.
Out of my
up.
way.
Yes. Hail of feathers. Down. I guess no. Bolts of lightning. Arcane circles of thunder. Disaster zone. Okay, that just breaks the arena. Ruinfall. Okay. We get pushed. There was also a tower. I wasn't sure what that was.
Try this.
Ice arena. I'm guessing this is slippery ground. No, it's not. Okay. That would like delete southeast. Oh. That would delete a lot of parties if there was. Freezing dust. Gotta keep moving. Avalanche. Attacking near. arcane circles of ice. Why are we going close? Okay, you were going in particular spots. Alright, thank you, thank you. I am frozen. Frozen today, thank you. Thank you. Flame kissed beacon. Hello? Oof. I survived the attack by the virtue of strength of my own will. Whoops. Whoops. I moved into too late. Well, this is an interesting little section here. Oof. Quite a few stacks of damage are truly disaster. Okay. This is a big attack.
Now I'll show you.
Yeah, this is definitely a Liturgy of the Bell kind of situation. Perpetual conflagration. Well, some people get mocked. Thunderous breath, so we're gonna be in this corner here. Dodge the breath and the lightning. So is the float for anything else than the breath? I wonder. I think it's gonna switch phase. Nope, not yet. It's gonna do the thing. I saw it too late. Saw it too late. And disaster zone breaks the breakthrough. Ruinfall. Yeah, so there's like, okay, so I'm guessing the tanks need to be on that and then run ahead, and then everybody needs to dodge that. Okay, that's quite the move. Who failed to do that? Alize, of course it's Alize. Classic Alize. Alright, so this is a spot. Except, okay, it was a safe spot, so that combines both. Good to know, good to know. Now we go to center. So far, this is a nice little dance we've got here. Gotta keep moving. Then it comes in with the cone. Avalanche is coming up right here.
You underestimate me!
And there we go. Easy peasy. It feels like it will be an interesting extreme. Or savage. Be curious to see Zodiark in action. We won? We won? Well, that was easy.
We did it. We slew Valiarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage.
Yeah, that wasn't so hard.
For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You fought well, though. I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. You have a ways to go. You fought well.
I did, didn't I? Even if it wasn't at full strength, we defeated a living legend. I swear, I'll surpass the old man one day.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Oh no, Erenville's dead. Your proud expression bespeaks a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Zodiark came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Sarelja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Sarelja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Okapacha at risk. There would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. The Feet of Ice. The Yokhui must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha knows so as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. The Feet of Ice. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gerfurler.
To the temple, then?
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour. Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The Feet of Ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
What more would we test, Zulmurwar? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Gulul Jar, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
And the animation. I like how she always like looks at it for a
Only
moment.
2 left to collect.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokhui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolal as we enter this new age.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
is a day for unusual visitors.
You woke Lamat, was it not?
Hello, Emerald.
I doubted you could slay Valikarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
What do Mughals use when they go shopping?
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
It's a good one.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict.
It sounds a little bit like the 12.
Was a palace, and in their midst
and there
reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Wook Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, nor dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were said to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel.
The next zone, I guess, then.
After they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Interesting.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Okay, bye. NPC leaves the game. I don't think Vorpolor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolo. But that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. And the ether current. Now we can fly here. Well, after doing the blues. And finding the rest of the stuff. The promise of peace. Arabelle would propose a course of action. I'm guessing we're going back to town? I think it's time we return to Tuliolo. I knew it. After scaling Thrall's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the Fuad cabins calling our names. Bye. EP. To be honest. The night jazz going again. I return. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. So are we now going to the north? I guess because those zones I don't think connected anywhere. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wook Lamat? Wook Lamat, did you hear me? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. The best way I know. The best way you know what? Back to my own personal cabin here. Welcome back, Mistress Dahl. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust. But I wanted that light layer of dust. Estinian? Actually, where is Estinian?
You have a moment?
Just appeared for a moment and just left. What up, Wook?
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. So, just too stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air, that's what we need.
Okay. What's up? Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliyola. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. Is it the spot at the palace that I tried to go for a sightseeing spot for? Sometimes I do wish that the game forced like time on you in certain situations. Like, this is a scene I feel like should definitely be here during like nighttime. But depending on when you happen to be here, it might just as well be daytime. Mishiwa, what are you doing here? Peshiwa, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh ho ho! There's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshiwa. Thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Sorry to say, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to the spot I was thinking of. Wander around. Oh. We wandered around for quite a while. Now it is morning. I think this is above the spot.
This is much better.
Go on.
I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Warkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far. I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others. Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You wish for a world like in the Yokyu's dream. Ideals are a nice theory. You wish for a world like in the Yokyu's dream?
With eternal life and no struggle or conflict, it's certainly an ideal worth striving for. Who knows if we could make such a world a reality? But renouncing war and conquest seems like a good place to start. So, this is my plan. When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness. It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Clamat's not gonna. Oh, it is the classic. Oh no, I would have to take a screenshot of that. I'm not gonna lie, Clamat. That could have been an email. So stupid. And I mean, we can't fully even blame, like, Final Fantasy XIV for this. Like, in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they still sleep like that. maybe not as stiff, but still, you know, on top of the covers in full clothing and all. Classic. Talk? I mean, speak, Daffodil. Hello, Alphanor. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it will soon be back to the road for us. Peaceful Intentions. Is it a new title then? Herald of Peace. I shall become Herald of Peace. I have been picto perfect for at least 5 minutes. The Leap to Yaktel. 663 weapon. Which actually, since I have this, the weapon is not an upgrade. No. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. I think we'll open up this area and then we'll probably be about done with today. Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zoalta and Koana have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Uklamat would be equal with them but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us 1 short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what is mine, this I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valagamanda is an indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamolja and Zabral in the forest of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eosia has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autark before commencing his travel across Tural. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa, so this Ketenram fellow must have come to Tuliyollal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokhui architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autark, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tural, once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. Then, all things considered, Yaktel seems to be the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. Oh, we're riding in one of Koana's balloons? Can't be any worse than ships, can they? She's about to die. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs and luggage inside the dirigibles at all times. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yaktel? Everyone's ignoring me. Are you ready? Bags packed and a goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Of course. Maybe ask Garenville. That stick in the mud? He'd never let me live it down. There she is, third promise. Wait just a moment. What's Mablu doing here? Mablu and Tobli. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Krau's earring. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yogg-Tural as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at a market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yaktel, to where it seems you are already bound. How convenient. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or yet another discovery to look forward to. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the ride. Thanks, I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Yaktel. I really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn Servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Foreshadowing?
the fierce Shebral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Is no
It is
Raktika
here
Greatwood
where
so
the
far?
Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Yaktel.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
Either.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumautka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
No, a cenote.
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Oh, what's the music around here? With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. So, this is still Yogg-Toral though. So we have not crossed over to the north. There's Ikbrak and Mamuk. So we follow this way. What are you? They're like strangely colored nutkins. With some of those flying flowers. Good, everyone's accounted for. Ikbrak is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Some mining over here. Errol was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. The leap to Yaktel. Are you gonna fall in? Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me. No, I tried to jump. Village of the Hunt. Ready to head on in? Guess we can do the first quest here to kind of figure out what's going on around here. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There's but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. This is going to be a cooking show.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
Self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Oh no.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Well, forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jajar. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Ah, the boring choice.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
I called it. I called it. I knew it was a cooking show.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenished their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
Do we just have all the ingredients here, or do we need to go get some?
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. It's a lighter wonder.
I guess we're gonna go ask around about how to make it. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it might be. I'll never understand him. putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Heh, of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Oh, precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6, the 2 claimants Zoral Jar and Bakul Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9, there's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Zaprul Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feast, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Rurala people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. Alright, so a cooking contest it is. I knew it. So this was going to be disenchanted as well. But yeah, I think that's where we'll leave this off then. And we'll be back next time with the rest of the cooking competition and more. Zodiark. Why is that a green area? What does that mean? Huh? Ooh, alpaca keeper. But yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll continue on next time with more of this. So far the story is going strong. Oh, it wasn't alpaca keeper, it was gemstone trader. Because the alpaca keeper doesn't actually show up on the map. We came across this thing last time. Too far away? Nothing hidden. Surely there's an alpaca keeper here somewhere as well. There was a Skywatcher. Ooh, we're gonna go swim over here. Take a quick dip. Alright, well anyway, we'll find the alpacas at some point. Anyways, that's it. Thank you all for joining in, and see you next time with more of this, or then possibly with Batman, when Batman Arkham Shadows comes out in a couple of days. We'll see. Anyways, thanks and bye.